follow the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they rule according to the teachings and models set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. सच्चे इंसाफ करने वाले हुक्मरान अल्लाह ताला उनको भी अपने अर्श के नीचे जगह अता फरमाएगा. Number 2, washabun, a young man, 18 years old, 20, 25, 30, youth who grew up in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. वो नौजवान जिसे अल्लाह ने जवानी की नेमत अता फरमाई है, and then he spends that youth worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, following the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nabi Baab sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that blessed youth will be fortunate that Allah will give him the shade of His arsh, and he will be saved from the troubles of the day of judgment. Number 3, man kana qalbuhu mu'allaqan bil masajid, or kama qala alayhi salatu wassalam, a man whose heart is attached to the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the masajid. Nabi Baab sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in another hadith said, just as the fish cannot live outside of the river, and a believer cannot live outside of the mosques of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. कि जिस तरह मछली पानी के बगैर जिंदा नहीं रह सकती, ईमान वाला शख्स मस्जिद के बाहर जिंदा नहीं रह सकता. He should have this urge to come visit the masjid and then keep coming to the masajid as if he left his heart in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. उसका दिल तो वहीं रह गया है, अब वो बार बार वापस आता है कि मैं अपने दिल की खबर ले. So his heart is always attached to the masajid. Even when he is at home, he is constantly thinking about going to masjid, performing his namaz, putting his head down in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave this individual good news that you, whose heart is attached to a house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will be provided shade under the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 4, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-Ahibba'u fillah, people, brothers who love each other only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. वो लोग जो एक दूसरे से मोहब्बत करते हैं अल्लाह की खातिर. और हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने इरशाद फरमाया, they meet, whenever they meet for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when they leave each other, when they separate from each other, when they depart from that meeting, they only depart for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. उनका मिलना भी अल्लाह की रज़ा के लिए है, उनका एक दूसरे से जुदा होना भी अल्लाह की रज़ा के लिए है. हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम इरशाद फरमाते हैं, उस शख्स को भी क़यामत के दिन अल्लाह ताला अपने अर्श के नीचे जगह अता फरमाएगा. Number 5, a youth who was approached by a woman of beauty, woman of position, and he refused her, saying, Inni akhafullah, I fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know women these days, and you know brothers these days. Brothers get easily carried away when they are approached by women. The Prophet ﷺ says, always remember the story of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam. How he was